Hello everyone. Inevitable thing in World of Warcraft are golds. Whether you need them to equip a new character, for some exotic mount, or something similar. To begin with, a display of the macro command that changed the tracking from find herbs to find minerals, and the other way around. We start farming with 100 gold for the reason that we need some gold for placing auctions later in the video. At the end, we will subtract that amount to see how much our profit was. In this video, I will show you using mining and herbalism how to make maximum use of those two professions for gold farming in the Storm Peaks zone. I will also later show some hidden spots where most of the time I get some extra mats. This zone always has a bunch of players, so there are situations where someone will outsmart you and take your vein or herbs. One of the best farming classes is the Night Elf Druid. The reason for this is very simple. His flying form makes it easier to farm, and specific spells like Cyclone with a combination of Shadow Melt make it easier for you to get off aggro from any mob when farming. Our priority is to collect as many Lich Bloom and Titanium as possible in 10 minutes. Also, the entire route lasts that long. Along the way we will also get Icecrown and Serenade ores, which are good but not as good as Titanium and Lich Bloom. So, if we notice more herbs on the map at the same time, the priority is Lich Bloom over Icecrown, while for minerals, Titanium over a rich Serenade over normal Serenade. The route we use is actually designed so that it can be done in both directions, and along the way there are some caves that are specific. We enter caves with the risk that someone is already inside and has already taken our minerals, so we go into them if only there is titanium or a rich serenite. As you can already see, I was lucky and I found some titanium veins, which is a very good start. It is important to go through the entire route at least 3 to 4 times in order to see the locations of all the herbs and veins. Also, if there are no players doing the same thing as you, then farming will be more successful. It can happen that you pass the entire route and collect nothing, but these are rare cases. Druid is also good for this because he can come down from a high height much sooner than the other players with other classes. We reach a cave that contains only one Serenade vein, so we don't enter it. So always check what's on the minimap. You can see the map of Storm Peaks and the route in the picture. The route itself is marked in red color. Caves that you can and don't need to enter are shown in green color. As we said before, only if Titanium or rich Serenite are in sight. If you are not very successful in this route due to many players doing the same thing as you, then you can further refine this route with additional mini routes shown in yellow color. By now, you have already noticed in the upper right corner the timer that we started at the beginning of farming. The idea is to stop farming at the end of 10 minutes, put everything up for an auction, and wait a few hours for all the collected materials to be sold. After that, we will multiply the profit by 6 to get how much gold you would earn by farming for 1 hour in the Storm Peaks zone. And we have to subtract 100 gold because that was the initial amount. If you have friends in the game who buy mats that you farm, then you can send them directly by mail with a previously agreed price so that you don't have 5% of the costs that the auction house takes as an auction cut. If you have any questions, feel free to write a comment below. Subscribe to this channel if this video helped you farm gold more easily. This test was done on the private Warmane server on Alliance. At the end of the route, we reach the starting position from which we started. We have collected some mats, now it's time to sell them. The value of the material changes every day, therefore these values shown are variable and probably change every day. Also, at the end of the video we will add the lucky factor, which will give us results that all the veins were titanium or all the herbs were Lich Bloom. We put everything collected on the auction, after which we will wait a few hours for everything to be sold. Here you can see that I use add-on Auctionator, which makes selling much easier. After a few hours, we log into the game again and see that everything we put up for an auction has been sold. So in total I earned about 2.4k gold, which is not bad for 10 minutes of farming. If we multiply this profit by 6, then it's a little more than 14k gold per hour. I mentioned that I also did a 15-minute run that gave about 3k gold, which is on average weaker than the one shown. In the coming weeks, I plan to show other ways to farm gold, so I'm interested to know how you like this video to improve quality of this channel. Thanks for watching.